The biggest lessons I learned in 2024. When I think about 2024, I think about 3 lessons I learned in business that I wanted to share with you so that you can avoid some of the pitfalls and mistakes that I made and make your journey of entrepreneurship a lot easier. So the first thing that I learned in 2024 is that your strategy is only as good as the user. I'll say that one more time. The strategy that you're implementing in your business is actually only as good as the user, the human behind it. Because there's so many people who have a fantastic strategy, and I've often pushed to heavily have a good strategy. But I realize that the human behind it matters just as much. The human and their mindset, how productive they are, how focused they are, how personalized they can get with the strategy is going to make all of the difference. You see it all the time. There's many coaches who are building online businesses, and let's say 10 of them all have the same strategy, but one of them is outperforming the rest of them. And it's not because the strategy is better, but it's because the person implementing the strategy is implementing it in a better way. And so look at that when you're thinking about your business. Some newer entrepreneurs, they think, oh, if this strategy isn't working for me, it must be the strategy's fault. And this is a massive error. And usually what happens is those entrepreneurs, they will go from to the next strategy and they'll end up being like, nothing works for me. And the truth is, if nothing works for you, it's probably because you don't work for them. And that's a big part of learning how to build a business, is realizing how to become the right individual. A lot of people say you need to become your best self to grow a business. I don't necessarily believe that. I think you have to become the right self, the right person who can build the business. So number one lesson that I learned in 2024 is to become the right human, because then the strategies, frankly, most strategies work. Most strategies are going to get you clients. If you're actually good at being a good human, the strategies are going to work out. So that's the first thing that I learned. The second thing that I learned in 2024, which is something I feel like I learn every single year, is that I will always move faster in business when I let go of my ego. I feel like this is a lesson I learn every single year at different levels. A lot of us think, now that I've gotten here, I can now do stuff on my own. And even where we've built a business that has done multiple 7 figures, sometimes you get it in your head that you know everything. And I see this happen a lot with newer entrepreneurs, people at 6 figures, whatever it might be, as they think that I now know everything, I'm good to go. And I have seen again and again for myself and for the people that we work with, that mindset is their biggest overhead. It's the biggest reason that they stay stuck and plateau at different levels in their business. So one of the things that I am committing to myself is to learn to be humble, learn to actually be a good student, and never move away from that. Even if you are incredibly successful or you see massive progress, don't move away from whatever made you successful. So many of us, we're humble and we're good students, and then we become successful, and then we start to not be humble or not be a good student. And that's exactly why we plateau. So don't kill the thing that actually allowed you to progress. Make sure that you keep on being the student. Make sure that you keep on being humble, because I have seen again and again and again, the people who grow the fastest and most consistently are the people who actually ask for help, and they actually go ahead and invest in other, whether it's mentors, or they'll just ask help for people in their space, peers, whatever it might be. So that's the second biggest lesson that I learned. The third biggest lesson that I learned 2024 is that value always wins. It does not matter which business you're in, the person who has the most value will win. And this comes down to value in your free content, value in your freebies, even the value that you have when people sign up for your program. The perceived value of all of your content, programs, freebie will dictate how well your business does. The businesses that do give incredible value, the businesses that don't do good give hardly any value. So you want to become valuable. How do you become valuable? Number one, you get incredibly curious around your ideal clients and what they find valuable. You can't just make this shit up in a vacuum and hope that it works out. Figure out and become incredibly curious around what actually do they find incredibly valuable. That's the first thing, research it. The second thing is actually have incredible content for free and freebies. So many people are scared of giving away stuff for free, but you should absolutely give most of your best stuff for free, if not all of your best stuff for free. We've seen it again and again and again, is that the better value you provide to the world, it always comes back. It's gonna come back. There's this law of reciprocation, where the more you give, the more you get. So do not be afraid of giving the value. And then in your programs, make sure that your programs are the best in the industry. Make sure that you're delivering high quality, and markers to know that you are delivering high qualities. If clients are re-signing with you, you're retaining them long term, if you're getting referrals, and if you have a lot of clients giving you positive reviews. If you're not getting any of those, you need to look at your programs. Once you provide more value in your programs, you will get more retention, more referral, better reviews. It'll make marketing easier and your business will explode because of it. So value in your content, in your freebies, in your program, all of it will make your business easier and you'll be at the top of your industry. So those are my biggest 3 lessons that I learned in 2024. So implement those in 2025 and moving forward so that you don't have to make the mistakes that I made and you're able to progress a lot quicker.